And also students, foreign students in Japan, they tend to learn in a passive way because there is much information around, but information is in Japanese. So students don't get much information, don't listen certain conversations, cannot understand it. They only basically learn from internet or from English books or just specific courses in English. So it is very passive learning. Necessary is to bring more active environment, active learning, which the international courses aim to bring. And the good aspect will be that Japanese students will also interact more with foreigners when they will be in that kind of course. Another point to consider are cultural differences between students. So students who come from abroad, especially from other countries than Asian countries, they already had undergraduate studies there. They have certain image of university back home. And when they come here, many times they cannot understand how the things function in Japan. There are certain cultural differences here, like for example, power of the professor or power of the student. And I believe it's necessary to educate more staff and also students in this direction, so there are no problems later. And now I will talk in a more general way about merits of internationalization of higher education. Probably we know that, but it's good to emphasize again. So first is obviously necessary to compete for students abroad. So not only we compete in Japan, but we need to attract students from abroad because population is declining. And in science, especially in computer science, English is a dominant language. Much vocabulary is from English. So, studying in English will obviously help to learn this vocabulary. And people could find much better job later in companies. The prestige of the university should increase, and better recognition of the university and the courses the university offers will be increased and much easier to transfer students later and credits. And the important aspect is that people coming from different backgrounds bring new ideas. When we look at famous universities in America or in Europe, universities with high level of research, like Stanford, Harvard, many such universities have international staff, international students. And I believe it's very good point when people from different cultural backgrounds and different education come and exchange ideas. So Japanese students can also learn from foreign students and foreign faculty. And it's obviously very easy to invite foreign faculty here, because they can come and they can start teaching, not only the research. The funding can be found in this case. And also it's easy later to send Japanese faculty in a mutual exchange way. So these are the merits. However, there are certain obstacles to internationalization. And this data here I show is from a survey made in 2003 among many universities. And this survey was administered by UNESCO and International Association of Universities. As we can see, 50% of respondents claim that lack of funding is the main obstacle for internationalization. Then there is sometimes not clear policy or strategy to facilitate the process of internationalization. Competing priorities. And I believe another aspects are very important is that the staff must be trained and consulted in order to guide the process and to proceed with the internationalization. So this is the situation in global universities. And I believe also it's necessary to compare situation in Japan with situation in other countries. For example, here are top destination countries for students, foreign students. And as we can see, United States is a dominant country here. And UK also, obviously because of the English language and high level of universities. But we can see that also France and Germany attract many students here. So I believe for Japan there is still much possibility, much room to attract more students, because these non-English speaking countries are quite successful in attracting students. So we should maybe look how they did it and try to learn from the process there. And this is the last statistics, the number of foreign students as a percentage of students in higher education. For example, we can see that Switzerland has 17% of foreign students, and Switzerland is not an English-speaking country, but they recently introduced English-based courses, and Japan is still at 2.2. So I believe we should focus on introducing the international courses more actively. I think it's maybe general, both graduate and undergraduate. And so coming to conclusions, I pointed several important issues here, such as importance of advertising international courses, care about maintaining diversity of students, and providing cultural support, consulting services for students so they can feel at ease. Support for a job search is quite important here. And then looking at other countries and how they proceeded with internationalization. Thank you.